and how Mr. Thatcher felt about it. Our adventure begins right there. Take a look at the screens, and we will continue with our adventure.
Great. That was awesome. We did it. We nailed that show. Yeah. That was awesome. It was really good. Oh, I'm getting texts. Probably people telling us how awesome the show was.
They gotta have them.
Oh, Mr. Thatcher.
I got people texting. Yeah.
It said, I want to see you first thing Monday morning. He must have loved it.
He had to.
He must have loved it.
He had to love it. He had to love it.
It's awesome. Hey, good job, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Gerard, Mr. Brogley, I called you here because I have some concerns. I really like the Autism Speaks idea, but I have some concerns. Gerard, I know you like to talk, but zip it for a second.
Okay.
I know you think you're funny, but I know funny. I know funny. I'm funny. People say I'm funny. And I got to thinking, I know you spent a lot of time putting together jokes and rehearsing things, and I know you have fun in the cafeteria every day and go around to your groups of friends and everything, but that's where it's going to end, because I really can't have you part of Autism Speaks again, because it just wasn't funny. So
I thought you said I was funny. I don't understand.
No, actually, I think I said you weren't funny.
Mr. Booker.
So
what are you saying?
Here's what I'm, buddy. My pay grade.
Here's what I'm saying. Because of all those reasons, Gerard, you're fired.
I don't even work here. How are you gonna tell me I'm fired?
You're fired.
You know, I don't got time for this. And, you know, I'm gonna take some of your mints and get out of here, because I don't deserve this at all. I'm funny.
We can fire children.
Well, you know I didn't want to do that, but the fact of the matter is Mr. Brogley, I'm not just concerned about Gerard. I'm really not happy with your style either, and because of that, I'm taking over the creative freedom of this project.
I heard people laughing.
I understand they were laughing. They were laughing at you.
Oh, Lord.
Because it wasn't funny. So the fact of the matter is I'm taking over the creative freedom. And
creative freedom?
The creative.
That's my part.
Well, hear me out. Here's what I'm thinking. Star Wars is hot. Star Wars. Star Wars. That's hot. It's hot.
That's science fiction.
Correct.
This is a comedy show.
Well, science fiction can be funny. I laugh at C-3PO. Don't you?
C-3PO what?
Yes. So what I'm thinking is let's have you create a themed show for Autism Speaks around Star Wars.
I don't have any choice in this, do I?
No.
That does it. Good meeting, I suppose.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Find the fired children out there. Oh, Lord. Star Wars, great.
Star Wars.
What is a Star Wars? I don't know what a Star Wars is. What is this? Ah, man. Thatcher, I can't write this crap. Big green ears. Alright. Star Wars theme. I think I got it.
XL, you have the map inside of you for Center for Autism 2. I think the stormtroopers are gonna come catch you. And us. What are we gonna do? Oh god. I think I hear them now. Alright, you go this way, I go that way.
Where's the droid at?
I don't know.
We know you know where it is. Tell us where the droid is.
I really don't know.
Better tell us where that droid's at.
I don't know where the droid's at.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
You wanna play hardball, don't you? We'll take you to the master. Let's get out of here.
Where am I? You might want a tic-tac or something.
Silence. Where is the droid?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where is the droid?
I do not know.
I know you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're not going to talk, then I guess I'll have to resort to alternative methods. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
I'm not ticklish, so.
Oh, I've got it. I'll come back when you're ready to talk.
Okay. This music is terrible.
I'm here to save you. Quick, to the Falcon. Let's go.
So, who are you again?
I'm Bung Holo, and this is my companion Pikachu.
Poopa Poopa. Okay.
I think we're getting some turbulence.
Oh god.
We're going down.
Thought you could get away, didn't you?
What's going on?
Lorax, Frodo, Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Restrain them and take them back to Narnia.
For the trees!
Wait. I want Bung Holo.
Pikachu? Okay.
Let's do this.
You idiots! They got away!
Alright, good. You made it. So, I'm guessing the master's somewhere around here. Like, maybe over here? Are you the great Jedi Master?
Live from C. Milton Wright. It's Stand Up for Autism 2.
It's Saturday Wright Live. Featuring the Stand Up for Autism Committee. Teacher sponsors Miss Elizabeth Kanuka and Miss Rosemary Phillips. Technical producer Jake Burrows. And your host for the evening, Mr. Michael Brogley.
And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Mr. Brogley.
What's up, everybody? How you feeling? Thank you so much for coming to Saturday Night Live. here at Stand Up for Autism Part 2. We're glad to have you here tonight. Here on World Autism Awareness Day, lighting it up blue. How many people are lighting up blue tonight? Excellent. Hey, let's take a little survey on how many people are out here tonight. And, oh yeah, just one. That's all I can see, actually. Hey, make some noise if you were a teacher, administrator, counselor, secretary. Anybody? Yeah. Lovely. How about alumni? We get to see more Wright graduates? Welcome home. Glad to have you. Hey, do we have any families from other schools in the county, perhaps? Hey, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, where you at? Come on, family, where you at? Come on, family. Criminal justice system really is failing us. And if you're sitting around and they're making too much noise, don't worry about it. As soon as they find out there's not a bar here, they're going to be gone. I didn't learn it. Let's get fired out of the way time. Now I'm on borrowed time anyway. Hey, thanks for coming out to Seymour Wright High School here in beautiful Bel Air, Hartford County, where every kid goes to support for their birthday and pay raises for one uniform at school. We have a very, very special program for you tonight. I am, of course, Mike Burley, the co-founder and sponsor of Stand Up for Autism. Thank you. I know what you're thinking, but no, I'm not voting for you. Thank you. I've been here 8.5 years, and it's been a good time. You probably are familiar with my work. I'm part of the 99%. Teachers not nominated for Harvard County Teacher of the Year. 8 years running strong. But I'm not bitter about it. I'm not bitter about it at all. I get my fulfillment from the inside. I have a partner of Rocky Road every Saturday night watching Gilmore Girl reruns. Very well written program. But hey, 8.5 years, after 8.5 years, people start asking me stuff like, hey, you think you're going to be an administrator? So let me answer that question the way that it should properly be. No. Yeah, testing, all the pressure, the paperwork. By the way, Mr. Thatcher, give it up for Mr. Thatcher. That's a tough job. We're also tough. I mean, biases are my people, but counseling also a tough job. I think we have the best counseling department. Let's give it up for our counselors, our secretaries. Administrators deal with breaking up fights. I'm like the least confrontational person ever. Like, you see me as like a bouncer at a club. Gentlemen, let's use our words, not our blades. Well, you sir appear to be bleeding. That's not good. You should get some medical attention. I think. And we're very fortunate here at Seymour Wright. We don't have a whole lot of that. We have some. These students are awesome. Let's hear for the students at Seymour Wright. Of course, when we do have one, it's like the headline story everywhere. I mean, it's not funny, but I'm getting fired from anyway, so whatever. A couple weeks ago, Mr. Bob was a very well-dressed man. Very well-dressed man, right? He came down the stairs, he had makeup all down his vest. I said, oh my Lord, look, you done got into a fight with Lady Gaga. But, I said, what, next year we should put you in the fashion show in the administrative line. Maybe he's born with it. Or maybe he's an administrator. Hey, folks, we have an amazing show here for you tonight. Students, teachers have been working around the clock to put together great comedic acts, great informational acts, and all of that for a wonderful cause, because the money tonight is going to Autism Speaks. Autism Speaks celebrated 10 years of helping families with autism spectrum disorder. This is our second year of teaming up and donating the money to them. We want to remind you tonight, we want you to have a great time. We will have an intermission in the middle. There are some snacks out there sponsored by Best Buddies, a great organization. If you're not familiar with them, we're going to support them. Also, you bought a ticket tonight. We appreciate that. If you feel so inclined, you have a couple extra dollars in your pocket, we do have a donations table too. You can pick up one of our bumper stickers from last year, as well as a little sticker ribbon that you can put on for tonight. All of that will go to Autism Speaks. You'll meet the lovely two ladies that will help you out with that as well. We thank those of you who helped us last year. We raised over $3,500. Excellent. Thank you. We thank all of you who are part of that. We thank you for recruiting and telling people to come in. We hope that you'll continue to do that. All of the acts you see here tonight, both live and taped, will be put up on our website, cmiltonstandup.com. That's cmiltonstandup.com, which was developed this year by our own lead tech producer and sophomore student, Jay Burrows. So we're going to start the program and get to the fun tonight. I want to refresh your memory, or for the first time, teach you a little bit about the wonderful people at Autism Speaks. Some of the facts in here are a little bit old because it's always changing. 1 in every 68 children born today is somewhere on the autism spectrum, and it's even more prevalent in boys. 1 in every 54 boys will be born on the autism spectrum. So very important cause that we're raising awareness for tonight. So without further delay, please turn your attention to the screens and we'll learn a little bit more about the wonderful people at Autism Speaks.
Autism is the fastest growing developmental disorder in the world.
The CDC is now saying that this is a national health threat.
And although more children will be diagnosed with autism this year than diabetes, cancer, and AIDS combined, many people never heard of autism.
Autism Speaks was founded to improve the lives of individuals with autism by funding global biomedical research into the causes, treatments, and better diagnosis for autism.
$25 to $30 million worth of research funding every year.
We have accomplished amazing things.
Now, April is Autism Awareness Month.
Light It Up Blue and World Autism Awareness Day were recognized by governments around the world.
Mr. President, we just passed the Combating Autism Bill.
A major victory for Americans with autism and their families tonight.
I do have autism, but I don't let that become a disability. Autism Speaks is going to continue to help those who need it.
But we also have to raise funds to do the work.
This is a whole generation of children.
There's so much farther we have to go.
My hopes are that my guy gets a shot, just a fair shot at all the beautiful things and all the painful things that real life has to offer.
You and me together through the days and nights. I don't worry 'cause everything's gonna be alright.
There was a history to this. This is how breast cancer research developed. It was how AIDS research developed. There is a history. We know how to do this. We have to do this now for autism.
Grateful for Autism Speaks because they allow families like me to have hope.
Without hope, you're nowhere. There's a space for you. Yeah, there's a world for you, and there's a community that is behind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Murray and Zach Z-Man Lanning.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you all for coming tonight. We have an awesome show in store. As Berkeley just said, all the money raised goes to benefit Autism Speaks.
Now, please enjoy our next educational piece. I'll go deeper into what autism is and how many it affects.
And this, Courtney, is your world history classroom. Here's your teacher, Mr. Grant. If you have any questions, just come see me.
Thank you. Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm new here. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Sarah. I think you're really going to like it here.
I think I will too, but I have one question. Why is everybody wearing so much blue?
Well, today is International Autism Awareness Day. They classified it as Light It Up Blue Day. It's where everyone wears blue and supports those with autism and all the research autism represents.
Wow, that's so cool, but I don't know very much about autism.
Well, that's okay, Courtney. We have quite a few students in class that do know about autism. Can we help her out?
I know that autism involves abnormal development and functioning of the brain.
Yeah, I also know it's the fastest growing developmental disability in the U.S.
I know Casey's right because I've heard that 1% of kids in the U.S. are on the autism spectrum. Yeah, I heard that too. Currently, 1 out of every 68 children born are on the autism spectrum.
I heard that autism is 5 times more likely in boys than girls.
I know for a fact that autism receives less than 5% of research funding that is expected for such a prevalent disorder.
Those are all some really important facts, especially because there's no cure for autism.
That's so interesting. In fact, there's a Center for Autism show called Saturday Great Live here at school to teach us more about it.
Okay, class, that's the bell. We're dismissed.
Why did the rooster cross the road? To prove he wasn't a chicken.
Why did the yogurt go to the museum? Because it was cultured.
What did one coffin say to the other coffin? Is that you, coffin?
What is a pirate's favorite type of socks? Argyle.
Why was Tigger looking in the toilet? He was looking for poo.
I try to teach his kids symbols by giving them a crash course.
And now, let's welcome back Mr. Brogan.
Very nice, very nice. Hey, it's time to play a little game. We're going to play a game now that my students are familiar with. It's a little game called Let's Make a Date. Inspired by the hit series Whose Line Is It Anyway? We're going to play a little game. In this game, there will be 2 rounds. The first round, there will be 5 bachelors and a lady looking for love. But the twist is that the 5 guys she's going to talk to are not playing themselves. Before the show, we've given them roles that they will be playing. Our young lady will have to guess who they are after asking them 2 questions. So without further ado, let's meet the 5 guys who will be the 5 bachelors. First up, please welcome senior Griffin Mullen. Griffin's role tonight will be Thank you, Griffin. Next up, please welcome another senior, Mike Porbaugh. Michael's role tonight will be Thank you, Michael. Next up, state champion Chris Lorenzo. Chris's role tonight will be Thank you, Chris. Next up, sophomore Devin Alexander. Devin's role tonight will be And finally, a graduate of Single Brain, please welcome Kurt Kennedy. Kurt's role tonight will be Thank you, Kurt. All right, let's meet the lovely young lady who gets an opportunity to score a date with one of these guys. Please say hello to one of my favorite people and an inspiration to me, Senior Caroline Hickam. Caroline, how you doing tonight?
I need a date.
Well, you come to the right place. We have 5 lucky bachelors here, except you heard the rules backstage. They're not playing themselves. They've been given parts, and at the end of 2 questions, you're going to have to try to guess who they are. All right? Think you can do it? All right. Well, take it away. There's bachelor 1 down here, all the way down to 5. And I'm going to hand it over to you.
All right. Bachelor number 1, first question. Describe the perfect relationship.
First off, Maggie, before I answer your questions, answer me 1 question. How tall are you?
I am 5'5" and a quarter.
5'5" and a quarter, 5'5" and a quarter. I didn't know they stacked crap that high. Wait, stand back, stand back. Okay. smooth blues concerts together. Wait a minute. This isn't smooth blues. What is this? Who's playing that? Is that you? Turn that thing down!
And finally, bachelor number 5, describe the perfect relationship.
The perfect relationship would be when we go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot. Or maybe go to like H&R Block. That's the early bird special.
I love golden curve. All right, we get one more question, Caroline. All right, let's start back at bachelor number 1.
All right, bachelor number 1. What would you do to show me that you truly care?
Listen up, Maggie! The first thing I would have you do is do 100 push-ups right now! Get down on the ground! Don't laugh at me! Like I said, I'll be watching you.
All right, that's real devotion. Thank you. Bachelor number 2. How would you show me that you care?
I will show you that I care by not always nagging and closing the door in your face!
Thank you. I would never shut the door in your face. Bachelor number 3. How would you show me that you care?
Hello, I'll find my nuts for you.
Thank you. Bachelor number 4.
Yes. I do believe, to show you that I care, I will get you as far away from this profound music as I can get! What is this? It's that way! What do I tell you?
I'm sorry you feel so strong. Bachelor number 5.
Well, I would like give you some pebbles, or maybe like cut some of your hair off, or maybe just a nice bouquet of flowers, or we could get them and make them kill.
That was depressing. Well, we have a stage full of mentally stable people, which is good. It's always good. All right, Caroline, it is time to guess. Let's start with bachelor number 1, Griffin down there. Who do you think he is?
Military commander.
Yeah, he is drill sergeant. Thank you, Griffin. Thank you very much. Number 2?
Someone who doesn't like to be nagged.
I think that's pretty close. Yeah. Forgive yourself.
A teenage girl that has a tantrum.
Yeah. Right. You ever have one of those? Yeah, number 3. There's a squirrel. Mr. Lorenzo, thank you. Number 4.
Someone who doesn't like the music.
I think that's also pretty good, huh? Forgive yourself. Yeah. All right. And finally, number 5. This is the toughest one. Well, we're going to go to Golden Corral afterwards and I'll fill you in. Kurt, forgive yourself.
Well, I am a man going through life in 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah, really short lifespan. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you. Hey, guys, give it up for Caroline Nichols. She got 4 out of 5. That's excellent. That's excellent. Round 2, we flip the script, see if Caroline can be beat. Now let's meet the 5 bachelorettes. First up, please welcome senior Morgan Bolton. Morgan's role tonight, if you can't tell, is... Somebody's getting offended. Oh my gosh. Next up, senior Megan Cowie. Megan's role tonight will be... Thank you, Megan. Next up, senior Quinn Erstrom. Quinn's role tonight will be... Next up, please welcome sophomore Leslie Friquet. Leslie's role tonight will be. And finally, please welcome senior Sky Grant. Sky's role tonight will be. A little warm over there, huh? Sucks, don't it? All right, and now let's meet the man of their dreams. Please welcome senior and he melted our heart earlier this year for Ivy Show, Jaden Stevens. Thank you, Jaden.
I'm excited to find a woman of my dreams. That's not my mother.
I gotta tell you, Caroline did pretty well. She got 4 out of 5. You think you can top that?
Probably not, but let's try to see.
All right, you're very humble. All right, so same deal. You get 2 questions to these 5 lovely bachelorettes, starting at number 1 down there. When you're ready, take it away.
Well, my first question is, are you all right? Bachelorette number 1. Describe our perfect date. Your perfect date.
Take me to the hospital. I can't even take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital. Take me to the hospital.
I was thinking more dinner and a movie, but that. Okay. Bachelorette number 2. Describe your perfect date.
Well, I really like dancing, but if you're not good and your form is bad and your toes aren't pointed, then we're just not going to work.
I cut my toe earlier today, so I don't think my toe will be very pointed. Bachelorette number 3. Same question. Describe a perfect date.
Well, we're going to go to P. Sherman 42 Wally Place in India. That's right. We're going to P. Sherman 42 Wally Place. Where are we going? P. Sherman 42 Wally Place. P. Sherman 42 Wally Place.
Bachelorette number 4. Describe a perfect date.
Wait, do you hear that? I hear sirens. I hear sirens. Well, back to the question. I like basketball to the beach, you know, it has to be fast because it's tough. Don't you hear sirens? I hear it. I hear it.
Fascinating. Bachelorette number 5.
My perfect date would be dinner at my son's house because he hasn't seen me in a couple months.
That's uncomfortable. Next question.
How you feeling so far? You really got some winners, buddy. Second question.
Bachelorette number 1. Define happiness.
Happiness is when I get this thing out of me. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's coming. It's coming. There you go.
Whatever it is, I hope it comes out fast because you're kind of scaring me. Bachelorette number 2. Define happiness.
Happiness is when my students are nice and in a line, and all their hair is done nice, and they stick those pirouettes in those first positions. And I think I'd be happy if your form improved, your feet were more together, that first position is way off. No, separate. No, like this. No.
Okay.
Oh, you can't. I'm not happy.
So I see who would be the controlling one in the relationship. Bachelorette number 3. Don't forget, but define happiness.
Well, I like to travel. Yeah, I like people that can speak different languages, like English, like Spanish, humpback whale, like how about killer whale?
I don't know if I can live up to those expectations. I took 2 years of French, but I don't think it matches whatever that was. That's right, number 4. Define happiness.
Well, I like places where there's not a lot of police. a lot of money. I like that. There's places that sell steak, jewelry, you know, places like that. You gotta have money, a lot of it, a lot of money, a lot of money.
I don't have a job, so I'm gonna.
Okay, gotta go. Yeah, I hear police. Are you a policeman back there? I really think it's just the ambulance.
That's right, number 5. Yeah, man, your bits. Whatever you're doing. Define happiness.
I used to be happy. My kids were around. I'm so old. I'm not happy.
You're lucky I have a thing for old emotional women. They're my type.
I'm just thinking I'm glad we died first. More people getting offended, it's great. I email to be this full. All right, you ready? It's time to guess who they are. Number 1.
A pregnant woman.
Very good. Welcome to Labor. Way to go. All right. Number 2.
A strict dancing teacher.
Nice. Good job, 2 for 2. Thank you very much, David. Number 3 is tough. Very tough. What do you think?
Boy, finding
yeah. How about number 4?
An escaped robber.
Very good. You're 4 for 4. You get this one. You win a game rating. Who is Sky?
An old mother who misses their children.
He called you old. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. She's having a midlife crisis. She's not that old. Hey, give it up for Jaden, huh? Thank you, everybody. See you in a bit.
Why was the artist afraid to go to jail? Because she'd been framed.
The 2 cannibals sat down, they were eating a clown. One looked at the other and said, "Does this taste funny to you?" The past, present, and future walk into a bar. It was tense.
Where does sheep go on vacation? Bahamas.
Why didn't the teddy bear finish his dinner? Because he was stuffed.
What is the most musical part of a fish? The scales.
A German person was driving their car down the highway in America when an American police officer pulled them over. The police officer said, "Sir, are you from this country?" He said, "No, I'm sorry, I'm from Germany." And the officer said, "Well, are you aware that you have 2 poisonous snakes on the hood of your car?" And the German said, "Oh yeah, of course, they're my windshield vipers."
What happens in 8 years?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Casey Ting and Jesse Rogers.
A lot of people know what autism is, but not many people know about the autism spectrum.
In this next video, you'll learn about the varying degrees of autism.
Autism is a mental condition characterized by difficulty in communicating and forming relationships with other people and in using language and abstract concepts. However, autism is just one disorder on the autism spectrum. Autism is known as one of the autism spectrum disorders. The autism spectrum consists of multiple disorders that have similar symptoms and characteristics. They all all share the symptoms and challenges with social skills, speech and language, and restricted activities and interests. However, each disorder has different individualistic types of symptoms.
The first autism spectrum disorder under the umbrella is autistic disorder, also known as autism. Autism is a disorder that affects the development and function of the brain. Autism is most commonly diagnosed between the ages 2 and 3. Autism is currently one of the fastest growing developmental disorders in the United States.
The second disorder under the autism spectrum umbrella is Asperger's disorder. Asperger's disorder is a highly functioning disorder, meaning that people with Asperger's are able to overcome day-to-day challenges they may have because the disorder is not hard on the body. Asperger's mostly affects social interactions and challenges that have talking to people and communicating on a day-to-day basis.
The third disorder is child disintegrated disorder. Children with this disorder develop at about 3 or 4 years old and after the previous years were fully functioning. The symptoms arise with decline in language skills, self-abilities, and interest in social environment. Paired with these symptoms comes a decline in cognitive skills. This differs from autism in symptoms, course, and outcomes. The fourth disorder is Wright's disorder. This disorder starts with normal early development and starts showing symptoms by the deceleration of the growth of the head by the first 2 months of life. Specifically, hand movements become much more restrictive and challenging, as well as impacts on the brain.
The final disorder under the autism spectrum umbrella is pervasive development disorder, not otherwise specified. Children with this disorder show some symptoms of autism, but not all. This term is also classified as atypical personality development or atypical autism. It is important to know that this disorder has no specific guidelines and has multiple symptoms, including simpler symptoms of autism.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Miss Rosemary Phillips.
Okay, tonight we're going to do another game which is called Wheel of Musical Impressions. The object of the game is I've got 4 contestants that they're going to do two rounds. They're going to come out, they're going to hit the button, and randomly they're going to be given a character and they're going to be given a song. What they need to do is sing the song, but in the voice of the character. So let's go ahead now and meet our contestants. Our first contestant, Mr. Michael Brody. Our second contestant, Kurt Kennedy. Our third contestant, Delaney Burke. And last but not least, our fourth contestant, Griffin Mullen. Griffin Mullen. Alright, so Mr. Brody, come on up here.
Okay, that thing looks sadistic. Toys R Us, big us. Oh, it's hot tech.
Interesting. You are going to be Aaron Neville, and you're going to sing Hello by Adele. Are you ready?
Favorite.
You got this?
All over. Get the music.
you know, Pluto and Earth, not from super planets like Jupiter and Saturn. So yeah.
Okay, Griffin, go ahead, hit the button.
Fire
Eddie Beggar. Okay. Singing The Wheels on the Bus. Go ahead.
Wheels go round and round, round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all the way from here. Riders on the bus go sway, 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 sway. The riders on the bus go sway, sway. Maybe. Where's that track? Alright, let's do this.
Okay, you're going to be Bill Clinton, and you're going to sing the song Sorry by Justin Bieber.
I'm very sorry all the time. Hit it. I just need one more shot at forgiveness. You know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. Not once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. Let me redeem on myself tonight. I just need one more chance, second chance. Hey Hillary, is it too late now to say sorry? Missing more than your Is it too late now to say sorry? You know I've let you down. Is it too late to say sorry now? I did not pick that
song. Okay, are we ready? Go ahead. Barack Obama, and you're going to be singing the song 22. Go ahead.
I don't know about you. Everything will be all right. Everybody next to you. You don't know about me, well, I never want to. Well, this is dancing like her. 182. 22. Oh. 22.
Okay, you're going to be Neil Young, and you're going to with my hair back and forth. With my hair back and forth, dripping green. With my hair back and forth. With my hair back and forth, dripping green.
What do you call bees that produce milk?
Boobies! What do you call a dog with no legs? Doesn't matter, you won't come anyway.
What is Bruce Lee's favorite drink?
Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
What do you call a seagull that flies over the bay? A bagel.
Math time. What is infinity and beyond plus infinity and beyond? 2 infinity and beyond.
Why doesn't America knock?
I don't know.
Because freedom rings.
So which state do most pirates come from? Arkansas.
What do you call a 3-humped camel? Pregnant.
Hey, so why'd the stadium get hot after the game? Because all the fans left.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Swag made the left.
Our next video will be about 2 after-school clubs here at Santa. One of them being Best Buddies, which pairs students with disabilities into one-on-one friendships with their peers. Representing Best Buddies tonight, we have Sam Byers, who give her a big round of applause.
My favorite thing about Best Buddies is I like hanging out with my, I like hanging out with my best buddy Robin. So every time we hang out with each other, we go to every time at each house. Like every time we take turns hanging out at each houses. So I like to hang out. Each other all the time. And I love her.
Another program at the school is Sports for Life, and students play a variety of sports, and at the end of each season they play a countywide tournament. Hope you enjoyed this video.
Enjoy!
I'm with Morgan Carpenter here at a typical Best Buddies monthly meeting, and we're here to ask her about what it's like to work with Best Buddies.
So can you kind of explain what Best Buddy is?
Sure. So Best Buddies is a global nonprofit that benefits people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we have different opportunities for leadership development, social inclusion, and equal employment opportunities. We currently have a couple programs starting from middle school, high school, and college that kind of gives people with disabilities a chance to be included socially in their environment. So this could be after high school, in your club meetings where you guys are hanging out with friends, eating food, playing games, making arts and crafts, and it goes all the way up to job opportunities. So when people with IDD graduate from high school, we're giving them the same opportunities to pursue the careers of their dreams after graduation. So,
how did you get involved in the Best Buddies system, where you are now?
Okay, I used to work with young adults that had autism. in a school in Baltimore County. And from there I kind of noticed that there was a pattern where they would go to school and then come home from school with no real interaction with people outside of the school or home environment. So when I graduated from college, I was looking for career opportunities that would kind of help me give them that missing piece to the puzzle in their life, where they could not only have their teachers and their parents involved in their life, but friends at school or outside of school, just like how you and I have. So,
How do you think like Best Buddies as a whole has impacted your life?
I think it's impacted my life because it's taught me a lot about other people, not just people with intellectual or developmental disabilities, but also taught me a lot about how students can become motivated to become more involved with people with IDD, and I've seen a lot of great connections form, and it really shows me that we're moving towards a great future in social inclusion within the school system and beyond that. So.
Hi, I'm Sky Graham, and this is my buddy Brian.
Hi.
I've been in Best Buddies for 3 years. I think Brian's been in it for 2 years. He doesn't really know, but we've been in it for a while together. This is our 2nd year as buddies together.
What's your favorite thing about Best Buddies?
Well, my favorite thing about Best Buddies is really fun. I like to spend time with friends.
I like hanging out with Brian. I would have never gotten to meet him if it weren't for Best Buddies. And we hang out all the time now. We do things outside of school. We draw with chalk, and we play a lot of video games. Brian never wins.
What games do you play, Brian?
Like Mario Kart.
Sometimes he wins at Mario Kart. He's pretty good at that. And we have bonfires. We just like hanging out.
What is Sports for Life?
Sports for Life is a combination of bocce ball, bowling, and basketball, and students with disabilities and students without disabilities play together. And we practice 10 practices each season, and we play against all the other high schools in the county, and we have a tournament at the end of each season.
What does Sports for Life teach?
It teaches so many different things, not only about the different sport, but it also teaches working together with other people, taking turns, and just, working so well with people with different abilities and adapting to different things.
What is the most rewarding thing about Sports for Life?
Seeing everyone smile. When they participate, they love it, they smile, they get to know each other, and they really create great friends from it.
What's your favorite sport?
Bowling.
And what's your favorite thing about Sports for Life?
I like doing Sports for Life because, you can be like a good sport, you can be like good sportsmanship.
What is your favorite sport?
Baseball, basketball, kickball, volleyball, and soccer.
What is your favorite thing about Sports for Life?
Bowling.
Why is bowling your favorite?
Because I don't suck at it.
And now, put your hands together for a special presentation from our very own Mini Mustang.
Give me a second, alright? Turn your listening ears on. Okay, so it's Monday, Tuesday, Treasure Box Day, Treasure Box Day. Treasure Box Day on Thursday, Miss Bowen, alright? Treasure Box Day. Let's just, alright. So there's Monday, Tuesday, then what comes after Tuesday? Miss Bowen, alright. I need you to come sit in the timeout. Let's go. No, I don't want to go to timeout. No, you have to. You need to settle down, alright? Alright, just a couple minutes, alright? Alright, let's try this again. So there's Monday, Tuesday, what comes after Tuesday? Wednesday. Alright guys, I need a break. Let's go to intermission.
Welcome back to Saturday Right Line. Here's Michael Corvo, also known as T. commission. We're going to start off with 2016 presidential debate. And this is the last stop of the campaign trail, right here in your own Wright High School. Let's introduce our presidents. First up, we have retired neurosurgeon Dr. Ben Carson. Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Last but not least, businessman Donald J. Trump. Alright. So what will happen is I will ask them a question, and if it takes too long, they will hear this sound. And they will have 20 seconds to answer the question. So let's start off with question 1. We'll start with Senator Rubio. Senator Rubio, many people question your qualifications for the presidency between your age and lack of years in the U.S. Senate. Why do you believe you are qualified to be the next president of the United States?
Well, I can tell you who's not qualified. The truth is, he knows exactly what he's doing. He doesn't want to make America better. He wants to change America. Loser! This guy here is soft.
He doesn't even show us the vote. He's a loser. And we lose, America needs to stop losing. We lose our trade. We lose at the border. We're like the Cleveland Browns of international diplomacy. It's ridiculous.
All right. Next we turn to Secretary Clinton. By the way, it's not confidential. You can reply. Secretary Clinton, you are still under an FBI investigation for the use of confidential emails on your private server. Why should Americans vote for someone as president who has been this reckless with confidential information?
Well, let's be clear here. The Republicans have been pointing out my lies for years. I mean, lying about my lies for years. This is just another example of the vast right-wing conspiracy that they went after my husband. And Barack Obama, wow, he's my best friend.
Ms. Clinton.
Did you hear that? I haven't heard the talk yet.
Ms. Clinton, that does not answer the question.
Obama is my friend. You will hear that, my urban voter.
That does not answer the question.
Well, listen. I have a good reason for that server. It was, how can I say this? Messing with my husband's business.
Yeah, oh, here we go. Hey, what's that? Hey, Hillary. What is this? What is this filter? Confidential information blocked. I'm trying to watch Pretty Little Liars here.
All right, question 3. We now turn to Senator Ted Cruz. Senator, set the record straight once and for all. Were you for or against the amnesty of over 11 million illegal immigrants?
This is a very simple question. The voters of Texas sent me to take down the Washington cartel, and they did nothing but spread lies about me. That I supported amnesty, or I'm Canadian, or that I'm the Zodiac killer.
So, are you the Zodiac killer?
I can't confirm that. This guy is clearly a terrible liar. All this guy does is lie. Look at this thing. These people are pathetic. 1 show cars, 2 lies, and a comedy. I almost miss Jeb Bush. Seriously, we should build a wall around these people and have Mexico pay for it. I mean, seriously, Mexico pays for the wall, no matter what. And if Mexico says something else, the wall.
Will somebody please attack me?
That's enough, Dr. Ben Carson. That's enough. All right, question 4. Senator Sanders, this question is for you.
Yes, I believe I wetted myself. Take like another 5-minute intermission.
No, we can't. You have to answer this question first. You promised free college education, universal health care, and an array of other socialized programs. How on earth can the country possibly fund all of this without going bankrupt?
Well, full ball. Let me start by making one thing clear. The wealth inequality in this country is outrageous. The top 1% owns 90% of the wealth. It's crazy. For example, look at this audience tonight. The top 1% took 90% of the best chairs. Look at that. They left all that room out there on the outside. Look at all the room they left.
They left all that room for Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, that's all the time we have here tonight. And while many Democrats begin preparing for life after President Obama, Andy Television says, "Fear not, liberals. The president is already working on his first post-presidential project coming this fall." Take a look.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket.
Good morning, class. Welcome to homeroom. My name is Mr. Obama. And that being said, I'm going to call roll. So raise your hand and say present if you're here. All right. We have Dusty Broom. Morgan. We have Caroline. We have Quincy Jones. No. Danielle. Okay. So it's first block now. We're gonna do English. So please take out your of Rats and Republicans, and we're gonna do some research in the library. Are you kidding me right now?
You can't talk.
This is a library.
You can't talk.
You should be keeping your voices below a certain level. See, my administration is hinged on transparency. But I will not hesitate to issue an executive order to ensure that your volume stays at a reasonable level. Congress plus me equals government shutdown. All right. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
And you are?
Oh, I'm Sarah, but the S is silent.
And anyway, as you can see here in the second equation, if you give Trump money, you get an imaginary number.
That doesn't even make sense.
What do you mean?
Like, there has to be a number. If you're giving someone money...
Listen. I made every possible effort to balance the budget. My math is impeccable. All right, everybody, welcome to chemistry. Why are you not all wearing safety gloves?
They didn't go with my outfit.
What are you doing? You should be paying attention.
Global warming.
To the lab. See, this right here is what we're doing to our environment. We're setting our planet on fire. We're going at a rate that simply cannot be sustained. Right, but let's continue. For our next experiment, we'll see what happens to the Constitution when we... Okay, single file into the lunch line. Come on.
Oh my God, I haven't had to walk in a line since middle school.
Well, you gotta do it today. All right, and so today you got your choice between fresh cardboard pizza or some 3-day-old plastic.
Guess what? Cardboard pizza.
All right.
I'll have the plastic.
All right. Do you want to try some cookies? My wife made them.
They're probably really gross.
Have a nice day.
Yep. I feel like we couldn't get rid of that teacher all day.
I know, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey driver, take us to Chick-fil-A.
All right, buckle up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Keeler and Bethany O'Malley.
Here at Milton, our special ed department does a great job at preparing students with disabilities for the workforce.
In our next video, you will see Milton Wright's own transition coordinator, Ms. Sheeler, who helps students in the building get jobs at Trophies and Talents.
Hi, I'm Laura Sheeler, transition itinerant for Milton Wright High School. Thanks for having me.
Yes, okay, so we have a few questions for you. What is your job, and could you explain the CVI trips that you do here at school?
Sure. So my job is called Transition Resource Services. So there are a few things that go underneath that umbrella. One of them is the community-based instruction trips, which are CBI for short. And the other is work experience for the students, and then helping students to transition from high school into jobs or high school into college. The community-based instruction trips is where our students will take their academic and their functional skills and apply them into the community. So if they're working on money transactions, then we do a CBI trip to the local grocery store. During the holidays, we went to Five Below and did shopping. Social skills, communication skills, travel training, pedestrian crossing in downtown Bel Air. So those are all examples of our community-based instruction trips.
Is there a certain way that you showcase individual talents of the students in the program?
Good question. So showcasing their talents, I have to say, really comes when the students are part of our work experience program, which is where the students will go out into the community and they will volunteer at local establishments like a hospice house or a healthcare rehab center. Sometimes the library, they'll volunteer there. And of course, we try to pick something that they're interested in. And their strengths really shine through once they're in that work setting. They start out with a job coach, and then gradually we try to wean that job coach from the student. The students also volunteer in different areas of Milton Wright High School. You might have seen some of our students in the cafeteria doing some jobs. So really their strengths just shine through as they get busy doing their work, and it can just be something like their sense of humor, their showing up on time. One of our students, Brian, comes into work with a huge smile on his face every day and dressed real nicely to go to work, neatly shaven. So yeah, their strengths just shine through when it comes to work.
So after high school, is there a certain way that you prepare the students to get jobs after they graduate?
So the jobs that they have currently in their high school career, if it's a job that the student really has flourished in, they're just showing some really strong skills, the employer's happy with them, we encourage the student to interview if there's an opening with that employer. As a matter of fact, Brian's one of our examples that hopefully he'll be interviewing with a company that he's working for right now because it is a really nice job match for him. So yeah, so that's usually how we do it when it comes to transitioning them after high school.
All right, and what is the most rewarding thing about your job?
Seeing the students loving what they do. If I can get the students on a paycheck, that's even better. Of course, we start out volunteering, but the biggest reward is to see them actually then earning an income. And that's a long road for many of them because it takes years of experience and building up their skill set. But yeah, just to see them accomplishing stuff out in the community, feeling like they can do stuff independently is just incredible. When you see Sam or Brian or John or any of them get feedback from somebody in the community about how well they've done, it's just huge to see how excited they are to be independent from their parents or from other teachers and adults in their life.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Aiden Wiley and Emily Gardner.
It's promposal season here at Milton, Wright, and there have been a few crazy promposals this year.
But as promposal season winds down here at Milton, Wright, we feel like a lot of the school hasn't really experienced some of the lesser known and more unique ones that we've seen all over school and even outside of school these past couple months. So that's what we'd like to show you tonight. I was told to get the microphone to somebody.
How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Tyler.
I'm Matt.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Rose.
And the spirit of prom is in the air, and so is a lot of pollen. But we do have some prom poses we were hoping to share with you guys, and Matt's going to kick it off.
Well, I had a couple questions. So, brainstormed and said, why don't you go to prom with me?
Matt, that's crazy, because I actually did one on the Y stairs as well. I said, will you slide to prom with me? On the new railing, of course, gotta love it.
So I was at practice, and he finally got the balls to ask me to prom.
Well, mine was quite strange. It said, if you gotta go with me. Prom.
Would you want to kick it with me at prom?
My buddy Mike helps me out with the next one. I said, I was born to go to prom with you.
Good assignment, conversations. This is a good one. So, since it is promposal season, why don't you gallop to prom with me?
Onto a bus, and the bus driver looks down, and the woman's holding her child. The bus driver says, "Ma'am, I usually don't say this, but that is the ugliest baby I have ever seen." So the woman, of course, gets all insulted and marches to the back of the bus and is sitting there and fuming and wondering what to do. And this gentleman walks up to her and goes, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And she says, "Well, I'm just really angry because the bus driver insulted me." And he goes, "Well, I think you should go tell him what's on your mind." And she says, "Okay, I'm gonna go do that." He goes, "Here, let me hold your monkey for you."
Why did the chicken go to the seance? To get to the other side.
What is a pig who knows karate? A pork chop.
Why is a math book so sad? Because it has so many problems.
What do you call a lost nun? A Roman Catholic.
Why did the volcano erupt? Because it fell sick.
What do you call 4 bullfighters standing in quicksand? Quattro Cinco!
My name's Miss Potter, and I care what you think.
She can turn back time to the good old days when that was easy and I wasn't always stressed out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia, the boss, Beachley, and Kelly Howe.
Hey Chief, great basketball season, huh? Absolutely, 16-2 record. What's up with that? It was lit. Yeah, you know, got full slam and everything, but what about that Coach Milton?
I don't know about him. I'm not sure if he has a diagnosis or what, but he definitely belongs in the wacky house.
I mean, he wasn't that bad, was he?
Well, I'm not sure. There's some behind-the-scenes footage of our season. Should we take a look?
What if I told you he wasn't the greatest, but that sometimes you rise to the level of competition? What if I told you he was the only man to take on a challenge of this kind?
With Milton, it's not about being good. It's about being the absolute best.
Honor, perfection, loyalty, discipline is what I expect of you. You bow down to no one. You are our premier sport of this school.
If I coached at another high school here in Hartford County, I'd probably have a different philosophy. However, considering the rich history wrapped around JV girls basketball here at Simone Wright High School, I have to have a different set of goals. For my girls, I expect honor, discipline, perfection. If they can't deliver any of those aspects, I usually send them to a recreation council.
You're weak!
When I first joined the coaching staff, I have to admit, his tactics were a little unorthodox, and I was definitely skeptical. He seemed crazy.
I demand toughness inside and outside of all of my players.
Coach Milch, I have a question.
I don't take questions!
Coach Milch has made me much stronger. I'm very thankful for his services.
You know, I never really dreamed that we would reach this level of talent, but everyone's got that one opponent that they just can't quite get past. Ewing against Jordan, Kings against the Lakers, Justin Bieber versus talent. But for us, that opponent is the Bobcats.
What if I told you the Bobcat Nation threat was real? The C. Milton Wright JV basketball girls were on the verge of greatness. And leading up to the big game, it would be easy to lose one's mind.
Milch keeps complaining that his back hurts from carrying the entire team. The press conference thing, a little weird.
I'm Coach Milch of the JV girls, Simone Wright Mustangs. Just want to take this opportunity to hold a pregame press conference. Being the head coach of the JV girls is such a rich program, the premier sport of this school. I just want to take this opportunity to get any kind of speculations out there, anything about the game, any questions. I won't take any questions about any injuries at this time. You can take that up with the athletic trainer. Any questions about game schemes, we will not take that as well. Any other questions you can probably deal with my assistant coach, Mike Brogley, for the time being, but I'll do my best. At this time, I'd like to open up any questions.
What's going on? I thought we were at a faculty meeting. What's this about?
I was told it was a faculty meeting.
All right, if there's any more questions, I'll take this opportunity to get going back with the team. We do have a big game tonight, so please wish us luck.
You're sick. Get help.
I thought the whole bodyguard thing was a bit much, but when my head coach calls upon me, I'm there for him. All right, sorry guys, no photographs, no autographs. No autographs today. Sorry.
Hey, Milch.
What is it? We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
What if I told you it was the game of the century? Okay, maybe not. But what if I told you it was epic? Okay, not really either. But just humor us, please.
With Milch, it's thug life out there. You gotta bowl out.
When I think of the Maryland greats in athletics, I think of Cal Ripken, Eddie Murray, Ray Lewis,
Johnny Unitas, all of which have something in common, and that is a statue out front of where they played. For me here at Seymour Wright High School, my legacy needs and will be a statue in front of this school.
What if I told you they captured a moment in time, a generation of hope? What if I told you, for just one moment in time, they were the best?
What happened to Coach Millich? In one word, passion.
The only thing you leave on the floor tonight is blood, hair particles, nails, and limbs from the other team.
He drove himself to be the best, but that eventually drove him out of the game. He's like a star. The brightest always burn out the quickest.
Coach Tim Millich resigned after that miracle season to pursue personal interests. He leaves behind a legacy of greatness, an adoring fan base, and the admiration of JV girls basketball fans everywhere. His successor, let's just say he had other things in mind.
Hello, ladies. There's a new sheriff in town. Drop and give me 50.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Burroughs and Jordan LL Cruz.
Last month, I had the opportunity to visit the Kennedy Krieger Institute in Baltimore and interview the Brown family about their story and about my best buddy, Elliot.
We would like to thank the Brown family for sharing their story with us.
Hello, I'm Jake Burroughs, the head tech producer for Saturday Night Live, and I'm here at Kennedy Krieger in Baltimore, interviewing the Brown family about my best buddy, Elliot, at the neurobehavioral unit. So what disabilities does Elliot have?
Elliot has been diagnosed with multiple disabilities, including Down syndrome, ADHD, and he is on the autism spectrum.
What interventions has Elliot been through to help him with his disabilities?
He started out in infant and toddlers receiving occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy at a very young age. We started taking him to Kennedy Krieger to the Down syndrome clinic when he was very young. And eventually we needed the help of the neurobehavioral unit starting in 2011. Initially he was an outpatient there, but his needs increased and he became an inpatient this past December.
What is the NBU?
The neurobehavioral unit is a 16-bed inpatient unit that specializes in the treatment of severe problem behavior with young children and young adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities. So the NBU offers a unique intervention of behavioral therapy as well as pharmacological intervention.
How has Elliot being at the NBU affected family life?
Well, we've had to drive down there a lot, so it takes a lot of time out of our week. And so dinner starts later than it used to, and it can be hard times, but it's what we have to do, and it's what's best for Elliot.
It's been different with Elliot. We haven't had him at home to put him to bed, and just he hasn't been there for all the things that we're so used to having him around, so we miss him at home.
Yeah.
What are you able to do with Elliot while he is here at the neurobehavioral unit?
Well, mostly play ball, a lot.
Yeah, that's his favorite thing. We can take him out for up to 4 hours at a time. We've taken him to the Inner Harbor, down to Canton and the waterfront park there a lot. We've also taken him to some of his favorite activities like soccer and bowling, and hope to take him horseback riding soon too.
How did you get to know Elliot?
Well, Elliot and I first met in the 6th grade. We were in the same UA Unified Arts class, and we rotated 3 or 4 classes throughout the year and got to know each other. And then in 7th grade, we were in the same homeroom, and as stated that they liked to play ball with Elliot, we actually played ball in that homeroom, and Elliot's got a signed ball with every single kid's name from the homeroom on it that we gave to him at the end of the year. And we actually still have the ball in Miss Kelly's homeroom, the homer I was in, still sitting there, and she actually doesn't let anyone else play ball in that homeroom anymore because it's such a memorable ball. And then in the 8th grade, Elliot and I were in the same computer class, and I worked with his aide that he was assigned with throughout that class to help him just enjoy computers and help him participate more in the class instead of just being off to the side, so he could interact with others more. I've already thrown it. Does the neurobehavioral unit only have patients on the autism spectrum?
No, in fact, the neurobehavioral unit has patients with all sorts of disabilities, including developmental disabilities and intellectual disabilities. However, 70% of our patients have autism.
How has Elliot being in the MBU changed your relationship?
I feel that Elliot and my relationship has sort of gotten stronger in a sense, because when I come down here and make the 45-minute trips with Ethan, that it just shows that we really have a more stronger relationship, because we really want to come down and see each other and have fun instead of just seeing him at school when we have to be at school. Like, nobody wants to be at school, but we have to be at school, so we'll see each other there. But here it's 100% voluntary, and it just goes to show that your friendship is really strong if you're coming down, trying 2 times a month at least, coming down to visit him here at the NBU. How do you think Elliot being at the NBU will help him for the future?
Well, the main thing we hope is that the NBU will develop a plan for Elliot so that he'll be able to be integrated into his home and his community without many disruptive behaviors.
And what advice do you have for families who are struggling to find help for their children with autism?
Mostly to stay connected to other families who are dealing with autism, to local groups such as the Harford County Autism Society, but also there are a lot of ways to stay connected online now that people didn't used to have that are very helpful. I found moms groups particularly helpful to get information among, exchanged among moms.
Yeah, and that goes for brothers and sisters as well. There's sibling groups and organizations out there.
You want to be interviewed? Yeah.
Ellie, you want to be interviewed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah.
Ah, God,
By me?
Alright, Jake's on the interview.
Okay, let's see. So, what is your favorite thing to do?
Yeah.
Ball? Play ball?
I've already thrown it.
If you would like to view the full version of this video, please visit cmiltonstandup.com. And now, here's Megan Cowman and Jake Juice Stevens.
I am James Stevens.
And I'm Megan Cowman.
My 4 years at Milton Wright, definitely the highlight of the winter was the basketball games. They brought a lot of excitement, and it was an enjoyable time, but especially this year. Our boys brought us very great feats, such as back-to-back titles, most wins by a boys basketball team in a single season, but there's one moment that stood out from the rest.
You mean this moment?
Right now. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the 2015-2016 3A Boys State Championship Mustang basketball team. So before the show, Burley asked me that I had to say something, so I guess I'm just going to say I'm happy to be here. But I just want to thank everyone for coming out and supporting us this year. We couldn't have done it without you guys. But let's keep in mind who our radio heroes are this year. Harford County this year lost two of its finest, so could you please join me in us in a moment of silence for our two fallen officers, Senior Deputy Patrick Day and Senior Deputy Mark Lawrence. Thank you.
Well, this was a lot of fun this year. We couldn't have done it without you guys, though. We couldn't have done it without helping the community and having all you guys there to support us throughout the year. It meant so much to us, so we can't thank you enough.
Hey, bro, you know what I just heard?
What's that?
They did a study here, and there's one computer brand that is much more musical than the others.
Really? Which one is that?
Adele.
Did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was intense.
Why did the coach go to the bank? He had to get his quarterback.
Why wouldn't the shrimp share his treasure?
Why?
Because he was a little shellfish.
What kind of concert costs 45 cents? 50 cents featuring Nickelback.
Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road?
It got stuck in a crack.
Why don't you play poker in the jungle? Duh! Too many cheetahs!
So, what did one eye say to the other eye? Between you and me, something smells.
The two cannibal women are talking to each other, and the one says, I really don't know what to do with my husband. And the second one says, well, I can give you some recipes.
How do you say hi to a bear with no ear? What up, B?
How do you keep a crowd full of idiots in suspense?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hayden Slutsky.
All right, who's ready to play some hoedown? So, the contestants will be singing their life at school. So first up, we have Michael Berkeley. Then we have Devin Anderson. Then we have Delaney. And Charlie. And the most wonderful, best piano player, Julie Soda. You ready to take it away?
Let's do it.
Alright, take it away, Miss Soda.
I've been working here for 8 long happy years. I've helped many students with some laughter and some tears. But one day it'll be my time and then I'll have to go. And that's hopefully when they'll find out that I fudged my XOs.
I'm feeling excited about going to school when I'm here. I can't wait to graduate, but I've got 2 more years. And that is all I have to say about that.
I've eaten all the ramen, finals week is here. All the student loans I have is what I truly fear. I'm working at 3 jobs right now and classes papers due. I haven't slept at least a week and think I have the flu.
I've had Mr. Broglie for 2 straight freaking years. And trust me, that's the worst mistake of my high school career. I found this online service and I don't know what it's called, but if he gives me another reading quiz, they'll ship him to Nepal. Ship him to Nepal.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of fun tonight. At this point, I would like to welcome all the members of C. Milton Stand Up and all the best buddies on the stage. I'd also like a big shout out I want to be joined by the only person who could ever co-host with me, Gerard Maddox. Where's he at? Get up here. In the opener of last year's show, my good friend, David Thompson. Where you at, Dave? Come on up, buddy. Get everybody up here. We thank you all for coming tonight. We want to go out as we did last year with a bang. It's time for a big time dance off. Get everybody up.